Hey guys, this is the reading for June 13th to June 19th. Um, we're using the fairy deck, so we got financial flow for the beginning of the week, and we're using the Archangel deck, so we got victory. So with the financial flow, this means at the beginning of the week you'll be getting some money, some good news regarding money, which I know we could all use. There'll be, as it shows, if you notice, it seems like the person or the fairy has their chakras opening up and there's just light swirling around them. So in a similar way, your energy is growing and it's shooting out into all different directions, and so you're receiving in all different ways from the universe. Victory with Archangel Sandalphon says, your prayers have been heard and answered, have faith. And he's blowing that trumpet and he's got the nice flower. The feeling that I'm just getting, this is like as I'm holding it, I'm actually getting a surge of charge in my body. So there's like some really good strong news around the 13th onward in June. And if you remember in the year-long reading, June was an exciting month, June and July. And you know, true to form, this week is saying the same thing. So, and it's interesting, we got 4 cards for both decks. So with the fairies, they're saying the second part of the week, I should say second to middle, is the rise above problems, and it shows a fairy holding a wand and just blowing air on top of herself. And then with Lord Michael, it says, remember who you are. And then the prayer says, you are a powerful, loving and creative child of God. You are very loved. So the two go hand in hand. You can rise above problems. You can, if you constantly remind yourself that there's miraculous solutions and miraculous situations, that your thinking can overcome everything. If you can say, I overcome all problems, God creates solutions, I attract magical solutions. And then if you remind yourself that I'm a powerful child of God, I am love and success, you're going to attract exactly what you need. And Lord Michael's going to stand right by you, along with all the archangels, to make sure this happens. But he's showing the sword, and it's always just to remind you that you're powerful and just as powerful as he is. It's just a very nice, reassuring picture. I always love the picture of Lord Michael for that reason. Okay. This is kind of interesting. So the second part of the middle of the week is body movement, and it's showing the fairies with, it's sort of like a nighttime celebration and they're dancing around. So this is 2 things. One is you need to exercise. 2 is there is some sort of a celebration in the middle of the week. There's some sort of a family news that comes through, and someone's giving birth to somebody, someone has a celebration, somebody has something good happening to them, and it's going to be pretty exciting. It feels like you may even hear from a long-term friend from long ago, and they kind of come and find you. That's what this feels like. And then there's courage with Lord Ariel, and this is, of course, Lord Ariel is, hang on one second, guys. Yes, I'm in the middle of something. Can I just talk to you in like 2 minutes? Okay, sorry about that. So with courage, hope I didn't lose. Okay, did I lose? Okay. So with courage with Lord Ariel, she's the one that helps you communicate with your pets. She's the one that helps bring in the money. She's the one that helps you feel courageous when you're needing to be strong. If you notice, there's a lion right behind her, and she can be quite fierce in energy and spirit. I've actually felt her at different times for different things. She has that, like, I don't even know how to put this, but she's almost like the feminine Lord Michael. It's just really strong with her. Strong and beautiful. And she says, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. So this feels like someone says something to you, and instead of backing down like usual, there's a confrontation or some sort of a conflict that's been going on, and you handle it well. You say what you need to say with love and grace. You have her behind you. Your animals are behind you. Your deceased pets. Your sacred totems are behind you. And she's behind you along with all of the gods and goddesses. and you say it with love and peace, and it goes over well. So this is kind of a really reassuring message for a lot of us. And then the end of the week. This is just the year for parenting and children, boy, I tell you. I honestly feel like a lot of people are going to give birth to kids this year, as spiritual people. Somebody has news about a child being born that's very special. Somebody has good news about a child improving with health or education or just some issue or struggle that's been happening health-wise. There's some good news regarding it. And then the other part of this message is that you have a really good conversation with a child at the end of the week. There's a better understanding with someone about an issue that you have had a problem understanding certain things about them, and they are in a better position to explain themselves. So that's the nice thing about this. There's also something about Venus being in power. People kept mentioning that, and the only thing I don't know much about astrology, but I can tell you this. It feels like people are in a position to be more loving, and it feels like communication will be more clear. I know nothing about astrology, but I can tell you right now, that's the general message that I'm getting, is that it's just feeling more clearer than usual. It was murky for about the last 2 months. It was very murky, and we were struggling to have things be clearer. And then the last part of the message of the last week is Archangel Raziel. I love this picture. He's, of course, with the rainbow prism. If you notice that little, I don't know what to call it, wand that he's holding. And it says, I'm helping your spiritual side to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. What he means by that is, for those of you who can see the other side, you're seeing it clearly, you're seeing it without fear. For those of you who wanted to see angels or your deceased loved ones, you may see them, or you may get messages, or it may be easier possibly to connect with the other side. He's saying, to use obviously incense and to do it in a quiet space and time, to hold crystals, and to just really give yourself the time and relax and not force it, because this is something that sometimes takes time for some people. And the last part of the message is that sometimes you see messages with your open eyes, and to pay attention to that, because nothing is done by mistake. And if you see something, pay attention, because that may give you a clue to your next step. The other part of the clairvoyance is some of you are seeing disturbing images, which are like dark shadows. Some of you see the other side, some of the souls who are earthbound, who are not so spiritual, not so happy when they were alive, and you're seeing that, and it's scary, or you're kind of depressed, or you're having sad energy anyway for your own issues, and so you're attracting that kind of spirit energy because you just are not seeing or believing that there are happy spirits or angels, or that you can see them. And his message to you is that you can see them, you can ask for them, you can ask that the bad spirits stay away from you. You can you can send spirits that are bothering you, or staying in a residence or a place, and if it's bothering whoever's there, you can sage it with Native American sage or incense, and make a loud prayer during daylight, preferably, with a loud bell, and walk through and just say, in the name of God and whoever else you believe in, could you please move the lost souls over to the other side, and I thank you, and amen. And you keep repeating that until you feel like the house is just at peace, or the building's at peace. I've done this once, and I have to tell you, it's quite helpful. The person that I was with, that was, I should say, with me, was in my room, was I would say not really, kind of a harmless soul, just was kind of clinging to me because he knew I could sense him. And then the minute I did that, I never heard him again, and I'm sure he's on the other side, because I just don't sense him at all. But the message is for that. There's many of you who can sense energies, who have seen things, and the time for you to actually step up and help with this process is going to happen, because I have news for you. You're going to see more and more and more of the other side, both yourselves and people who are not as gifted. So that is the message for the week. It promises to be positive, but it also sounds like in the beginning it's a little, the money part is really positive. there's a little bit of a challenge where you have that confrontation, but again, you've got the archangels helping you to speak your truth with love and to say it nicely and kindly. And, always remember to ask yourself, how would you want someone to say this to you? And remember to shield and clear yourself, and remember to keep your boundaries and keep your space and keep your distance from people if they're not respecting you, or if they don't understand you, or if they don't get you, or if they're draining your energy. So with that, I will pray that you have a wonderful week, that you are all happy and healthy, that the world, that people heal miraculously, that governments get along, that whoever is elected, that the person is loving and compassionate and has wonderful common and moral and financial sense, that the economy improves dramatically, people's lives improve dramatically, the health status of everyone improves dramatically, the economy improves dramatically, businesses prosper, families communicate well, and everyone is in health and harmony, neighborhoods get along, everyone loves each other, everyone appreciates each other, the gods, guides, and goddesses, spirit, source energy, whoever you believe in, the ascended masters, the archangels, your guardian angels, are standing behind you, sending you rainbow light and love, asking that you heal and manifest at the highest and best. And I will see you next week.